Hello and welcome. This is your daily reminder for the Wholeness Way series. And thank you so much for being here, for being part of it. And as I've said in previous videos, these daily reminder videos are relevant anytime, forever. So please enjoy this anytime you're coming across it. For those of you who are just finding this series, this is a series called, again, the Wholeness Way series. And it is a series directed by the spirit world, really all about helping us to come back into the reality that we are wholeness on every level. We are the totality of the divine, of source itself. And in the time of forgetting, we've been in this illusion of separation, essentially. And as the spirit world keeps saying to me, yet again, said again to me this morning, nothing else can really happen unless and until we fully embody, completely, totally embody this wholeness that we are. The more and more and more we're able to do that, the more possible then it is for whatever it is we're here to manifest can manifest. It's kind of like trying to drive a car down a road and some of the wheels are misaligned or whatever. It's better to just wait, hang on, stop. Let's get in full alignment as the reality of what we are, which is wholeness. That's just truth. And then once we click into that, it's from that place then when what I get told is then that's when the answers wake up in us. That's when we know what is ours to do next. That's when, et cetera, et cetera. So again, if you're new to this series, there's an initial video that goes more in depth. It's a more in-depth channeled experience of coming into the wholeness that you are, and you're very welcome to go back and enjoy that. And over the next few weeks, I'll make at least a couple more in-depth ones that are supporting us in very particular skills with all of this. And then these daily reminders are just to help us be in the habit of coming back to the wholeness that we are over and over and over again, because it's just like any other habit to get into. It takes repetition, it takes time, it takes predictability. Our body literally needs predictability to build new neural pathways and to have the cells of our body get in the literal habit of embodying in a new way. So that's what this is about. And yeah, and again, you don't need to listen to these daily reminders in order. If you want to, feel free. You can listen to multiple ones in one day. Do whatever feels right for you. And of course, come back to them as often as you want or need. So let's see what wants to come through today. Thank you so much for being here again. Okay, hello and welcome. So today, for this daily reminder, the energetic and the vibration here present with you as you, the being that we are, the vibration that we are channeling through Martha, we are two of your companion soul friends. So in the daily reminder that was channeled yesterday, the daily reminder number 3, in that daily reminder, those beings used a divine tuning fork to help to activate and bridge the lateral sides of your brain, your body, your whole being, to really strengthen and bring into wholeness and resonance, you could say, the corpus callosum of your actual brain, but just even on a metaphorical level, on an energy body level, to strengthen and nourish the neural pathways, again, literal but also metaphoric, of your body, your brain, your being. Because as was shared in that channeling, the bridging and the bringing back to wholeness of the being that is your brain, the being that is your body, and your whole being is absolutely key in this time of great remembering, and is absolutely key as a parallel process to the bridging and the coming back into wholeness of all of time and all of space throughout everything. So we encourage you to go back to that day 3 if you want to be led more fully into that. So today we're here to essentially reinforce this bridging that was started in the day 3 video. And again, we're here as 2 of your specific spirit team companions. And in another more in-depth video, we'll lead you into finding your spirit team. But today, you can just take a deep breath and feel the 2 beings here, one on your right side, one on your left side, who are 2 of your infinite spirit allies. The 2 who are here with you are specific exactly to you in this exact moment. And we may be exactly the right beings to return to be with you over and over and over again, or you may come back to this video or your own experience of a similar journey, and there might be 2 different beings, or one of the same and one of another kind. So just in this moment, take a long, slow, deep breath and feel the 2 of us here who happen to be here just for you. And feel as we, only with your permission and only with your invitation, one of us is on your right side and one of us is on your left side. And if and as it feels right, we would now like to invite you to just take a deep breath and relax as we create a sacred temple over and around your body. So again, one of us is on your right side and the other one is on your left side. And we are reaching up above your head and we're placing our hands together. So in a sense, we're creating sort of an energetic tent above and around your body, where the apex is above your head. So you could think of this like a tent or a temple. And really what we're doing is we're helping to connect again the lateral sides of your energy body and even your physical body. So we're reinforcing this bridging of the corpus callosum, of the communication between the right side of your brain, the left side of your brain, the frontal lobe, all the intricate details of your brain throughout its totality. And not just your brain, of course. We're also helping to bridge the right and left sides of your body, the right and left sides of your whole being, to help you come back into complete, total balance and harmony. And as we're doing this, you may even want to adjust the way you're sitting, or you're lying, or you're standing. You might notice ways in which you're feeling called to even physiologically come back into a new balance of some kind. And you can feel how the right side of your body is speaking to the left side of your body, and the left side of your body is speaking to the right side of your body. And they are really in a dance together, of course, all the time. There's a balancing back and forth like waves. You can feel that rhythm from left to right and right to left, over and over and over and over again. And so, taking another long, slow, deep breath, we invite you just to enjoy this feeling of us holding this space for you, of you coming into this oneness that you are on every single level. And we invite you to feel the deep, reverent honoring that we have for you, and the gratitude we have for you that you are coming into this oneness that is true, that has always been true, always will be true, just is true, and yet perhaps you're embodying in a whole new way. And this is the time. This is absolutely crucial, absolutely needed. And we invite you, even in your day, if you feel called, you could imagine yourself being held in this temple like this. And when you are then engaging in your day, we would invite you even to just see what calls to you. But you might be on a walk or sitting out in the natural world somewhere, or in a park, or whatever it is, or maybe even in your own house. And maybe you come across something that you feel called to either just be with or to hold in your hands, where you are holding the space for the totality and the wholeness of another being, or you're just witnessing the wholeness of that being, just exactly the way we are with you, or in your own way. So, for example, maybe you come across a leaf or a flower, or maybe you're witnessing a bird. And in the case of a bird, it's probably not going to be smart to pick it up and hold it, but maybe in the case of a flower, you might, or not. So either you could be just observing a being, even a rock, a crystal, anything, literally anything. And we invite you to be with the wholeness of it, the totality of it, because it's often much easier to recognize that in a being other than ourselves, than yourself. So let's say you're holding or being present with a rose or a peony, any beautiful flower that you just love. It's pretty likely that you would immediately, inherently, innately experience that flower as whole and perfect and complete in and of itself. Even if it has flaws, chances are pretty high that you're going to feel the wholeness of that being immediately and recognize that. And so again, you can do whatever calls to you. But for example, let's say you're holding a beautiful flower between your hands in some way, or you're witnessing it. You can feel what it's like to recognize that wholeness and let that wholeness just permeate your whole body and your whole being, because the wholeness of the flower is, of course, also the wholeness of you. There's no difference. It's the same. It's life. It's a manifestation of source, just as you are. And you can also notice what happens, if you like, when you affirm the wholeness of that flower, when you, in a sense, through your being, recognize and acknowledge and are just present with that flower in a way that says to the flower, yes, you are whole. You truly are, and beautiful. And whatever else you just naturally feel moved to say to the flower, and then let those energies and those words circulate back to yourself, because again, in a sense, the flower is you. And you could also just sit and be present with, what is this flower perhaps communicating in general with you, with its presence, maybe something direct, maybe something more ethereal or indirect, maybe nothing. We invite you to maybe try this and share with each other, share with us what comes alive for you in that. And it doesn't need to be a flower. Again, it could be infinite things. It could be a child. It could be a human you love. It could be an animal. It could be a rock or a crystal. It could be the ocean. It could be a mountain. It could be anything. It could be a star, a galaxy, a constellation, the moon, the earth itself, the sun. Okay, so there's your reminder for today. Please share with us what comes alive. And thank you again so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow. And so it is. Amen. All right. Yeah. Share with us anything. And again, I'm loving hearing the oracle card pulls. So if you feel called to do that or anything else you want to share, please do. Very good. See you soon. See you tomorrow.